Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Greatness in the Making. My name is Curtis.
And this is Julian.
And thank you for coming and listening. Go ahead.
All right, man. How was your holiday?
As far as like Thanksgiving?
Yeah, as far as
and
Thanksgiving,
everything.
yeah.
You know what? I had to work the day before Thanksgiving and the day after. So having Thanksgiving off was definitely a plus.
Yeah.
But you have that time with your family and you do all the laughs and play the musical chairs and then you have to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I had worked the day before and day after as well. But my family got to meet my girlfriend, so that was that.
What?
Yeah.
Steps.
Good. Yeah, steps.
Wow.
Steps.
That's a big one. Big one, definitely. But good otherwise? Good holiday?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, same.
It was good.
Yeah, same. I don't think I laughed like as hard compared to any other time compared to this Thanksgiving. Because my family, when I say we played musical chairs, it was the most violent musical chairs I've ever seen in my life. And it was the funnest. Like, we literally ate and then probably burned all those calories just with playing activities afterwards. You ever do that box game where you have to put like saran wrap and tape around it and there's a box within a box and you have to rip it open to get to the prices?
Yeah.
The prizes. We did that too. But I see we have some beverages here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do. So a new segment.
Yep.
For episode 2, and we're going to continue it. It's drink of choice.
Mm-hmm.
So this week's drink of choice is Arnie's Spiked Lemonade. Arnie's Spiked Lemonade.
Obviously inspired by Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer, that
for
is correct.
Adults.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It is a lot better than that drink that we had last week.
Jesus Christ, we're not even going to talk about that nasty concoction of Four Loko. But out of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
I gave it about an 8.
I give it about a 7 only because it's so sweet.
Yeah, it is very sweet.
That I can only have 1.
I thought I was going to get some tea, but I guess it's just lemonade. I think it would be a lot better if it had
It has hints of tea.
Yeah.
When you let it get a little bit warmer, you taste the tea, which is weird to me. All right, but segueing onto the trending topics of our podcast, we're going to start out with, because it's the holiday season, it has been brought to our attention that there has been some controversy around an ornament that has been created for who knows why. But would you like to expand, Julian?
Somebody crazy behind made a Christmas ornament.
And this is from a big company. Huge company.
And you'll never guess what's on the front. The front of this ornament has a picture of Auschwitz on it. I repeat, it has a picture of Auschwitz on it. It is a Christmas ornament.
Christmas ornament. People, I don't think you're understanding why it's so confusing. Auschwitz and Christmas. Let that sink in.
The only the only people I can see getting this ornament are like known skinheads and other racist people, but also people that didn't think that the Holocaust was real. Mm-hmm. But then you walk into their home and then you see that ornament on their Christmas tree and then you start to think, wait, I thought you didn't think that was real. But
right.
Auschwitz.
Yep. And the company that produced it is Amazon. Like, I know they have like outsourcing companies that are able to sell on their website, but they have to approve everything, correct? So, the fact that they even said it was okay to sell an ornament for a holiday.
You gotta commemorate, Auschwitz.
That has nothing to do with Auschwitz. Make it make sense. Come on, make it make sense.
I can't.
Like, would they make dreidels with Auschwitz on it?
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Like, come on, like, literally make it make sense. Because, so, this is apparently from Poland's Auschwitz Memorial and Museum flagged Christmas ornaments and bottle openers with photos of the concentration camp being sold on Amazon. The company quickly gained backlash, but according to the Auschwitz Memorial, the items have been taken down.
Yo, could you imagine like going to Auschwitz and then like, all right, yeah, this is Auschwitz. You know, a lot of bad stuff happened here. Here's our gift. Here's our gift shop.
Like, confused.
Like,
they didn't only make ornaments; they made bottle openers too.
Like, what are you?
Why
like,
are you cracking your beverage open with someone's
oh, remember
tragedy?
that one time we went to Auschwitz?
Like, we don't put...
Here's a beer.
Jesus. Good Lord.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but, yeah, it's this world is only getting funnier and funnier to me, because you almost have to laugh at these things, because this is ridiculous on so many levels. Wow, like there's literally 3 different ornaments with three different photos of where people were killed.
My thing,
and transported.
My thing,
and then there's
just
a bottle
like,
opener in the shape of a bottle cap, because that's what people need.
My
to
thing
remember.
was, somebody actually thought that this was going to be a good idea.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna sell tons of these. Okay, but like, what?
And then why would you not confirm
like,
this with the Auschwitz Museum before producing this product? Like, why wouldn't Amazon be like, okay, let's do some research to see if this was okayed? Because obviously the museum has to clear a lot of the trademarks that go on. Obviously they would say no to this. Come on. Make it make sense. If they don't sell it, if they do have a gift shop. But if they do have a gift shop, I promise you they would never sell nothing like this. Who's buying it? But anyways, moving on. Nothing about the holiday, but it is about the weekend. He did drop a second single this week.
It's fire.
It is fire. Blinding Lights. He definitely gives me Michael Jackson vibes.
Yeah.
It's definitely Rock With You, very 80s color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, it sounds like it belongs on like the soundtrack of Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm. Or an inception of a Rick James dream.
A Rick James like cocaine fever dream.
Oh yeah, a wet dream at that. Because it definitely, if you were tripping out on anything, it definitely gives you that like paranoid tick, like you're just looking everywhere, like what is really going on?
Jesus,
but that's the weekend vibes. Ever since after the
after he cut his hair.
Yeah, it was definitely like, let's get back into that 80s, 90s Michael Jackson vibes. You know, very Bruno Mars about it, but no one ever brings that up.
I like it though.
I do like it. I'm not hating.
It's different, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just you wait. The weekend's gonna be starting off something. A lot of people are gonna be starting doing like 80s inspired music.
Oh, come on, yeah.
You heard it here first. Watch.
Yeah, because the trends, like first it was like early 2000s. Everybody was revamping the early 2000s. Then it was reggae. I remember when reggae was like hot everywhere. Reggaeton. Everybody got features from artists from the South or Southern countries. And then now it's like it's gonna be 80s, and they're only gonna go further back.
The fleece is coming back too.
The what?
I'm talking about style fleece.
Like fleece sweatshirts.
Yes.
Like Old Navy fleece.
Yes, they're coming back. They are everywhere, literally everywhere.
Oh, they are everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean that goes into just our culture. Period. We just always recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can't think of anything fast enough, new and fresh, you just recycle.
Yeah, like. Just thinking about that one person that was always like this. That's all they wore was just fleece.
Mm-hmm.
It went out of style. But it's just like one day
it's coming back.
One day it will come back.
Like the butterfly jeans and my high waisted. Yeah.
So if you got your Old Navy fleece somewhere in your closet, it's time to bring it out, dust it off, put it in the washer.
I mean, look at a lot of fashions. When you think of like flannels and overalls, people used to get clowned about that. Now
flannels will never go out of style.
Exactly. Now it's like $800 to thousands of dollars just for flannel or.
This is a vintage flannel from 1975 during the I don't know what type of war, Vietnam War. Huh?
Pick a war, just pick one.
Some war.
But yeah, The Weeknd definitely has that like 80s up tempo, like electric pop style to him. When before he was very R&B. And there's not a lot of R&B artists anymore, in my opinion, that are like John Legend back.
Yo, you remember the trilogy?
What?
The Weeknd's first like album.
Oh yeah. That
was so good.
But was that before he sold his soul to the devil or after he got it back?
I don't know.
You never heard of that conspiracy?
No.
That his videos were like
I don't think it was
his induction into the Illuminati, and then he eventually like found God again and took himself out. I don't know. Look it up for yourself. We're not going to expand, but it's all like a conspiracy. Just throwing things out there. Conspiracy. Okay. So, moving on. Speaking of, people being inspired by Michael Jackson, would you like to intro this one? Because I'm dumbfounded. Dumbfounded.
I'm just as dumbfounded as you.
Like, why? Please explain for the people what we're about to talk about.
I really don't know if I can.
So, Johnny Depp.
You got him Jonathan Depp.
Joseph Depp. Good old JoJo,
Jonathan Joseph.
Mr. Scissorhands has thought of an exquisite idea to produce not only a musical, but a musical about the great, late Michael Jackson's Silver Glittery Glove, to tell the story of Michael Jackson. Yes, people, I said a musical. Not a documentary about Michael Jackson and his life and his contribution to music. Not about anything that has to do with his family or where they are today. It is about a silver glove with glitter on it that has eyes and a mouth that will tell you a story about Michael Jackson.
So my question for you is,
yes,
how much coke do you think Johnny Depp snorted?
Oh, no. This isn't coke.
It's not
This
coke.
is straight meth. Straight into the veins. Because anything else just wouldn't make sense. He was literally on his toilet tripping and was like, I was watching This Is It. And that glove just spoke to me. Literally. I need to make this happen. Literally. That's literally what happened. This glove spoke to me. It said, hey, I got an idea for you. You know how they make all these stories about Michael Jackson? What about me? The glove. The real star. And he said, you know what, you're right.
Michael Jackson would be nothing without me.
I'm going to put all my hard-earned money into a glove that talks. So what is the sequel going to be? About the socks that are also glittery? Or is it going to be about the top hat that's always slanted to the side?
The picture, it's a fedora, first of all. It's not a top hat. That's a different type of hat.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
Secondly, the picture of this glove with eyes in the face is the creepiest thing that I've ever seen.
And please read for the people what the name of the musical is.
For the love of a glove. For the love of a glove. Of
a glove. And he had an issue reading it because the of and the a are all in the same word. They're not even separated. Of a glove.
For the love of a glove.
For the love of a glove.
Yo, like, that glove reminds me of, do you remember, like, the kid show Timothy the Tooth?
Yes.
You remember how horrifying, like, I don't know about anybody else, but that tooth was horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I look back on it now, I'm just like, why did my parents let me watch this show?
My only experience that was good with things that have eyes and a mouth that weren't supposed to was VeggieTales. Because VeggieTales was literally for kids. This speaking glove, specific type of kids. Okay, Christian kids. And I'll maybe give it to some of those PBS shows that I can't think of right now. But anyways, oh yeah, like Elmo's World had a couple of things that had eyes and, you know. But anyways, some of the reviews are mixed. I don't know why there's any good reviews for this. But this is a real thing. Like, I thought this was fake. I thought it was a joke. This is actually happening. So, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, it's not an Onion article, people. This is not an Onion article.
No, this is actually happening.
This is from The Guardian.
Yes. like his story's literally gonna be told by a glove. He's teaming up with the film director Julian Nitzberg for an unauthorized musical about Michael Jackson for the perspective of the singer's glove. So there's a director hired for this.
My dude's bringing down all Julians across the world.
This is Julian with an E, though.
Oh, yeah. That's why. Yeah. You can't trust Julians with an E.
No, definitely don't trust those Julians with an E.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is... Someone said, hey, they're just ripping off the beloved Simpsons episode about Moe's talking bar rag telling his story. Yeah, there's not too many good ones, because, yeah, we didn't ask for this, nor do we need this. Definitely didn't need this. But on a less funny spectrum, in the music world was brought up a little letter that was being addressed by Anderson .Paak about Mac Miller. The Gold Links open letter. If you want to take over.
So,
Louder.
If you haven't heard what happened, this is what happened. So Gold Link posted something about how he never really saw eye to eye with Mac, but also in the same post respected Mac, but then used Anderson .Paak's like name within that too. And Anderson .Paak came back at Gold Link and told him like, why are you like coming at a dead man? This, that, and the other thing. Yeah, it's a little. I don't know why. It's just like totally unnecessary.
Yeah. A little quote from Complex magazine was that the rapper Gold Link wrote an open letter to the late Mac Miller addressing their complicated relationship, which was met with many confused responses, including one from Anderson .Paak, who called the post narcissistic and jealous.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah, so, I mean, at this point, I feel like when people bring up dead people like this, I think it's just for relevancy. I don't think it's for anything else other than I have nothing else to talk about.
So, could you say the same thing for the Michael Jackson, like, documentary?
I don't know. I just think it's, with Johnny Depp, I literally just think he really thinks it's a good idea. And probably thinks it's cute for his kids. And my only issue is Johnny Depp has no footing in the music industry. We're talking about somebody who has some type of touch into the music industry and is coming after someone who died. And who died of, like, going through mental health. And you're talking about how you basically had the worst relationship with this person. When you knowingly knew that they already passed away from dealing with mental stuff. Like, what are you bringing this up for? What benefit are you getting from this? We didn't need it. We didn't ask for it.
You know Michael. Well, we don't know Michael.
Yeah, it's just,
my bad, peeps. Playing with seashells.
Yeah, on the microphone.
Seashells.
Because that makes sense. Yeah, I just... At this point, it's just people really trying to keep their relevancy up. Because especially in the times of social media, they're just like, who do I know famous that could possibly get people talking about me? Like we're doing now. This is what they want. They want that communication so that their name floats around and then they get recognized.
Yeah. No. I would have to agree with you.
Well, enough on that because it's not even worth expanding on. Another artist that came up on the spectrum was Kid Rock. And I feel like at this point, a lot of artists these days are just choosing things to rattle up the masses about.
In his defense, or not defense, I wouldn't
say
it's defense. He was drunk.
Mm-mm. Everyone knows, and everyone's heard about their grandmothers. The truth comes out when you're at your most inebriated state.
Absolutely, this is true. My thing with Kid Rock though is just I never really respected Kid Rock as a musician.
Me neither.
Like,
no,
I haven't and I can't just because he's like, listen, like you got to try some different outlets. That part I respect. The only thing I just don't is just like so you tried your hand at hip hop, okay, that didn't really work out. Yeah. All right, so you tried your hand at rock, okay, well that didn't really work. It didn't get your popularity. You tried your hand at country and you got some popularity. You got your most popularity from the country scene. It's just like it wouldn't right.
Because he took on that face of like appealing to I'm American and I'm gonna.
But he got his start with like freaking Too Short.
Yeah,
he started like bro, like come on, you're a fraud. Like,
I really don't get it with this dude because at this point it was like everyone forgot how much of a douche he was. At least in the media, forgot how much of a douche he was, and then he comes out at his own bar to talk about Oprah Winfrey.
He might not be a racist. I'm a joke.
What? He's openly racist, and he does not care what anybody thinks.
What I meant, like, does anybody really give a shit what Kid? Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but this is our podcast. Does anybody really care about what Kid Rock says? It's freaking Kid Rock.
No, it's not even caring about it. It's the fact that
Kid Rock said this.
He got caught with his fly open, and
he got caught with more than his fly open. I can tell you that much.
And he's trying to like clean it up, but at the same time be like, "Well, fuck it." I'm like, dude. So I mean, basically, what happened was he was at his bar in Nashville or restaurant, whatever you want to call it, that he owns in Nashville, and.
It's a bar run.
Took the liberty to take the microphone and talk about Joy Behar and another actress who I'm not sure, Kathy Lee Gifford. And then he talked about Oprah Winfrey. And long story short, he basically said that people think he's so racist because he doesn't like Oprah Winfrey. And he was like, I don't care about the racist part. I just don't like Oprah Winfrey.
Which is fine. You don't have to like certain people.
No.
But, like, why?
Right. Right, you're still not explaining it. The situation he's coming for is because Oprah Winfrey asked for him to be on her show. And basically the show said, can you please give us 5 reasons why you would come on the show and why you appreciate Oprah Winfrey? I mean, is that illogical? You're coming on the person's show, so they want to see what type of relationship you're going to have in the interview. Even if you said, I don't really appreciate her for this, and that, you can still speak on that in front of her audience. You had no problem doing it in front of your kind of audience. They're not really because they put you on blast, but that's all that was. But he's too dumb to grasp that concept because he's Kid Rock. He's not Adult Rock. He's Kid Rock.
What is his name?
Child Rock. Adolescent Rock.
What's his name?
Fruity Pebble.
Kid Rock. You don't remember that video?
No.
That video with the little guy in there?
No.
Little person. That's this little person. Little people. We love you all.
Yeah. Sure. And then we move on to a bigger news and a spectrum to a major syndicated show that has been going on for I don't even know how many years now of America's Got Talent.
Who cares? I don't watch it anyways.
I mean, no one really watches it. I just only watched it because my friend was on it, Eric Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Yes. But
AKB.
Basically, Gabrielle Union stood up for basically what anyone should do at their own job, making sure there is diversity, making sure there is cultural competence, making sure that everyone feels safe at their job and that there is no banter that is offensive at the workplace. That's every job. I don't want to hear it. That's every job. So what basically happened was Jay Leno made a racist Korean dog eating joke on America's Got Talent that made Asian staffers uncomfortable. I mean, understandable. And Gabrielle Union wanted the show to report him to HR. And guess what happened to her? She got fired. We're talking about Jay Leno and Gabrielle Union.
Irrelevant.
You have a woman who is a decorated. I don't even have to say it. You say her name, everyone knows who she is. Then you have Jay Leno.
Most kids, like, even some of kids from our generation.
Right.
But most kids now don't even know who Jay Leno is.
No.
Like,
And they're not going to.
He's right. Jay Leno is irrelevant now. Yes, he used to host the Tonight Show.
Right. And you wanna know how that's such a fact? It's a simple fact that the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Facebooks aren't talking about Jay Leno.
Right.
They're talking about supporting and being behind Gabrielle Union. I had to search to find what even the controversy was about.
Right.
Because everyone was on the side of Gabrielle Union, and I'm like, what happened?
That's even that's besides the fact though, like that Jay Leno is irrelevant. Like,
right.
Like, she did something that you're supposed to do at your work if somebody feels uncomfortable with comments that were said.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we probably all had to take that training whenever we get hired for a job.
Right.
She did what she was supposed to do. And,
right.
then got fired.
Kept it as professional as possible. She didn't go on Twitter. She didn't go on YouTube. She didn't make an Instagram story about, I don't believe, or I can't believe what's going on at my job. Can y'all believe these white folk are saying this stuff about us? No. Or about my staffers? No. She said, y'all should take it to HR, keep it within the confines of this place. And what did the network do? Oh, no, don't worry about that. You're fired. But what did I do? So, and then I think why this story is so big is because it rings true for a lot of people in the workplace. Like, have it be any race or any stature or position. People who are made lesser than or have stigmas against always have to fight for their position at work. It's almost impossible to get that professional sense of security at work. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been like, oh, maybe we should just take it to HR. Just like, why would you? Ain't nothing gonna happen. Ever. I don't get why they protect those always in the wrong and push away those who are right.
I don't know.
Could you make it make sense? Because how is that beneficiary to the job? So now people aren't even gonna watch America's Got Talent. So now you have more people losing jobs based off of you protecting one person, aka where's the Roseanne show now? Because of her stupid comments, the whole show was canceled.
Yeah.
Not on a break.
Roseanne was canceled. The rest of the crew, a show was created for them to come back.
Yes, but that was 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
They were out of work for 2 weeks. There were new actors trying to establish themselves in Hollywood. Okay, so, and then, obviously a lot of people saying on Twitter that Ellen Pompey, basically talked about what we can learn from the America's Got Talent controversy in the sense of just that, basically the same things we've said, that we need to take an accountability as a company. If this was any of our companies.
She went off.
Yeah.
She went off.
Yeah, basically just that the workplace culture has continued to be toxic, always is toxic, and like, we don't know any difference because the unity and solidarity among women isn't a thing. And if you go for self in the moments you undetermine the work we are out here trying to do. Obviously, the network feels like they can operate like this and it's okay. This is a teaching moment. It's important. White girls, I'm talking to you, whether you're truly understanding what racial injustice is or not, that you stand with your sisters on the front lines. Don't cut side deals or do not get involved because it isn't your issue, because it is. It's unfortunate that NBC, the same network that protected disgusting men like Matt Lauer and punished women for speaking out or not putting up with it, has not changed their practice or culture. I support Gabrielle Union's commitment to speaking on the injustice. It takes courage. And it shouldn't have to take courage.
It shouldn't have to take courage.
Any job, when you sign up, there are policies like established that everyone signs off on, that if you ever become discriminatory against a person, or say discriminatory things, that is grounds for dismissal. What were the grounds for Gabrielle Union? So, that is the end of trending topics. We're going to move into just like some closing statements. Have them be advice on how to get through this next coming week, or how to get through the holiday, you know, if you're on balling on a budget, or just have it be just a simple statement on anything that pops in your head. Go ahead, you can start it off.
Advice from Julian. I don't have any advice this week, other than you should probably go get Arnie's spiked lemonade. It's pretty good. Alright, yeah, it's definitely pretty good. Curtis, how about yourself?
That's it?
Yeah, for me, yeah, I have nothing else to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I have some a quick list about the holiday do's and don'ts.
Oh, wait a second.
What?
Go on ahead, not bad.
Okay, so I have a list about these holiday do's and don'ts as we, you know, move on to the Christmas season.
Okay.
Or for those who don't, you know, believe, hey, your Hanukkah season, your Kwanzaa season, your holiday season, period.
Believe in what? You talking about Santa?
Huh?
You talking about Santa Claus?
I'm talking about Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
That's what Christmas is.
You got to make that clear, man. He's like, for those who don't believe in Santa Claus, I believe in Santa Claus. That's right. I'm 27 years old.
Our listeners aren't that slow. I think
kidding.
they got what I was going for.
Hey, you never know, man. Maybe there's some people out there that's just like, yeah, I know I'm 25. I still believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah, you shouldn't. So, number one, when it comes to Christmas music, please know the words when you sing them. These songs have been out for years. For years. It is so annoying when you're in a bar or in a car with somebody and they are singing Christmas songs and they don't know the words. Why are you singing?
That's a good question. That's actually a good thing that you brought up.
Okay.
When is it appropriate to play Christmas music? Before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving?
After Thanksgiving. That was my number 2. Christmas is a holiday on its own. It doesn't need help from Thanksgiving. Doesn't need help from Halloween. Y'all can wait. First of all, you're emptying out your bank accounts anyway, so what's the rush for? Black Friday deals are the same until Christmas. And guess what? They're even cheaper after Christmas. There is no mandated rule that people need to open presents on Christmas. Y'all can wait. It's the same thing y'all get through the year. The only difference is you get it in mass amounts during one day. Yeah, that's it. And then number 3, and I'll keep it short, so this will be the last one. Please plan out, and this is for time management. Please plan out your schedule when it comes to Christmas parties, New Year's parties. Give yourself time to breathe, because you're going to be bombarded by all your friends, coworkers, family on obligations that you need to make during the holiday. Everybody wants to see your face all of a sudden. Everybody, because you know what they want? They want gifts. They want to make sure that they show their face and tell you what they want, or give you inklings of what they may need, because they want you to buy them gifts.
Or they just want to see your face before the end of the year.
Well, then they'll say that out loud. Like I do with all my friends. I say the year's coming to an end. I want to see your face before the new year. Because you never know what might happen. But...
Oh, also, advice. Now that he's rolling through this stuff, I do have some advice, I think. For New Year's Eve and New Year's, do not kiss some random ass dude or girl.
Or non-binary.
Or non-binary at the bar. Stop. Knock it off. That's wrong.
It pretty much goes for the same rules that you apply to Valentine's Day. Just as dumb as it is to have your first date on Valentine's Day, don't kiss anybody into the new year. Because that comes with obligations and that messes with people's heads. That is just stupid.
You don't have to kiss anybody.
Nope.
Your year's going to be just fine.
You're going into the year, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, you're going into your own year. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. Let's not get crazy into this new year. I will say, though, I feel like a lot of people can feel me on this one, and this is just a quick, like, mental health check for myself. That'll probably help someone else. I'm ready for 2019 to end. 2019 was straight trash. Overboard and underboard. It was just straight up trash. Like, it just seemed as though on every spectrum of media, even just walking down the street. Okay, so I just wanted to end my statement with basically just like, definitely in the new year, period, point blank, put yourself first. Do not obligate yourself to work on anybody else's happiness. Make sure your dreams and efforts are put first. I mean, there is definitely nothing more important than making sure everything that you said you're going to do and going to do are put in place before you take on anybody else's projects.
Yes.
And that is period point blank. I promise you, if you'll try it, and you can come cuss me out if it don't work, because it will 100% guarantee. If you put yourself first, you have nobody else to blame but yourself. Because when you put yourself all the way into it, I promise you it's only going to be success. Because who knows you better than you? Make a schedule for yourself on deadlines on how you're going to get stuff done. If you don't meet them, extend them, continue to do them. Because everything comes with failure.
Do not. I repeat one more time. Do not live in fear. Do the things that you want to do. And if you do that, you're going to be 10 times happier because you don't have anything holding you back. That means family members that are telling you not to do it, friends that are telling you not to do it, like anybody, anything, all right? Your main priority is yourself and your mental health, all right? You're responsible for your happiness. So go and do the things you want to do. Make sure you have a plan. Because a plan, what is it? A plan? Man, I can't remember it. A plan?
A plan. Who was it by?
No, it's a failure to plan is a plan for failure. See, I got it that time.
Okay.
Right.
So a failure to plan is a plan for failure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't necessarily agree with, but like,
No.
I
get what you're putting down.
I understand what you're saying.
Basically, like all the races you don't run are the ones you lose. Basically, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I believe that's the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of our drink. So that's the end of the podcast. So we'll talk to y'all later.
Empty.
Yep. Bye.